came to
Yeah.
this. Great.
So
Thank you.
I started recording. So now we can.
So, let me just start myself. I came to this country in 2000. So it is 26 years. This is the 26th year in USA right now. And I became citizen. I came on H1, and my journey goes typically as many of, any other Indians here.
Mhm.
So came here on H1, struggled, went to the green card, and when I came into the at 2000, exactly if I think few of you who are here at the time, how actually the situation was, and at the same time, the same kind of situation repeated in 2008, which made me to start thinking deeper about it. So do I need to wait for another cycle to come, or do we need to do something else to protect myself? That was my main focus. Okay. So before even go there, I just want everyone to just put this thing in chat. How many years you are here in USA and what is your visa status? Because whatever I'm going to talk, I'll make it more relevant for everyone here. So please put in the chat how many years you are in USA right now and what is your visa status. Okay, so let me see who's
And
going to
just to
start.
interrupt, we are not going to share any information with anybody,
With
whoever
anybody,
you are in,
please.
H1 or H4, anything. That's just going to be resolved as soon as this program is done. Okay. Just wanted to disclaimer that.
That's great. Vijayji, thank you.
Oh God, where do I put it myself?
Just wanted to see how actually, because, we already here and we really wanted to make sure this 1 hour is going to be really valuable and worth for you. That's what I really wanted to see that. Thank you, Vikasji. Thank you, Milinji and Vijayji. And yes, at least I see. Wow, 45 years. Okay, Vijayantiji, I think, you must have seen full life cycle, right?
Full life cycle here, right?
Here, completely in and
Vajan,
out. That's a
yeah,
great,
Vajanti Tai is, she's our Tai here in Dallas
wonderful,
from
nice,
long
nice.
time.
And Aparnaji, wow, 50 years. That's great. I was thinking 26 years is big.
Hmm.
No, I need to check back, right? Okay, JP, good, thank you. So, anyone who's on H1s, okay, 18 years, USC, that's good. Now, I think at least, if you are a US citizen, then probably I can start focusing on that side too. Definitely. Okay.
We can
Great.
cover
Anyone
little bit
else?
H1
Wonderful
part
for
as
both
well.
sides of it. Great. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing your things right now. So let me just start from whatever. The moment we actually came here to this country, we came with some dream, right? It could be anything. So the let me just share my screen. So actually, it is all about this one here. Okay. Dream big and care to protect. That's what I really made as my here. And yes. Okay. So we all came into this country with two suitcases in our hand, right? But to do something meaningful here, definitely everyone had a vision of few things. Definitely it's a quality of life. Quality of life for yourself and for your immediate family, because you really want your kids to study in a better way, and you want to make, yeah, you want to make sure everything is taken care for your family, and you are going to give them that kind of comforts, everything which is for them. So what exactly happens is the moment we really came here, all of a sudden we started seeing a jump in our affordability. Back in India, which we used to struggle a lot, all of a sudden we started seeing that it is much more easy for us right now. Earlier, we used to, probably you might have the same kind of, the experience. Earlier, when we go to want to give any kind of gift or any support somebody, even giving 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees used to be a little bit of difficult. But after coming here, even just you wanted to support somebody at 1 lakh rupees, it becomes very affordable for you. I say, first, you recognize that is the position we are in. That is the advantage of being in this country. So this is why so much, of, the affordability at the same time, your lifestyle actually goes much more higher than what we usually were there before. It happened. Okay. Then later what happens is, you also want to support back home. It could be you want to support your family or your extended family or your community back or your, the now actually as we keep going, if you are there as an H1, your dream is going to be very, very small. Like, you wanted to support only your family and your neighbors or your close friends or somebody like that because of your capacity here. Later, what happens is as you become as a green card or you're becoming as a full-time employee here, slowly your dream actually becomes a little bigger. Then what we really think is from apartment, let's actually go and find a good, a bigger home so that we can live more comfortably, more, in a little bit of upgraded lifestyle. That happens. And immediately we also go with our, the cars, vacations and all the stuff also. Then later, what happens is even your level of supporting also will start increasing. Maybe now is the time you started thinking about how you're going to support the community here or back in India, whomever the charities you are actually associated with. That naturally happens. Then later, when you are completely established as a citizen here and you have your own your businesses or your have a a constant income which is coming, and at the same time you have your own assets, now you actually started becoming more bigger. But while doing this, while building your dream and working towards making the dream into reality, okay, and in all these things one more thing also will be there, your status and pride among your own people. Because जब भी कोई यूएस से आता है ना, तो हमें तो उनको तो लगेगा हाँ ये यूएस से आया है, and we also need to live up to that expectations. Am I right? How many of you agree with it? No matter what, the moment we really go to India, at least 20,000 will be gone. In that one we know that how much will you go, just only just for spending just like that, right? It's not the tickets only. Why we do that one? Because we wanted to maintain that kind of status in the society also. These are all the things happen. But now, when you are actually enjoying because of being here, are you doing enough to protect the dream forever? Or at least until you're living or until your family is there? Are you doing enough? This is the only one place I saw that most of the people actually fall short. That actually made me to start thinking in 2008 2009, because in 2000 I saw how people actually badly they affected because of the market, the bubble burst. Okay. And since I see most of the people are there, during that time here, you know exactly what happened. But what happened in 2008 and 2009? People didn't learn the lesson. Again, they really went and they actually burned their hands again. It was big. Then later, people who actually came after 2010, they don't have any clue at this moment what exactly happened there. So it is actually our responsibility to go and tell the people probably this is what it is. And I really tried from 2014 onwards. I really started, getting into this and trying to find all the different ways of reaching out and helping the people out. And thank God, till now, at least in the last 5, 6, 7 years, constant, constantly we started, educating the people. So far, at least 1,500 families, me and my team were able to help them in setting up their finances properly. Okay. So I'll come to that one as we are going. So while we are working hard to achieve the dream, we also need to know how we are going to protect the dream. So what I mean by that is, until you are working, you know exactly how you are going to make it for sure, because you have the capacity, you are intelligent, we are all intelligent, and we actually can make it happen. But if something happens in between, do we know exactly how to handle? Unfortunately, how many of you actually put your maybe raise your hand or put in the chat? How many of you have seen these WhatsApp messages or in the community messages about the GoFundMe. So many. But did we ever ask ourselves, is there any way we can actually tell the people how actually they can, get out of that? Not. So what happened to me in 2008 is 2007, I lost my job in the 7 years. That's the first time I really felt that, okay, now I need to go back and just check it. Okay. And people who actually lost a job and they are waiting for at least 2 to 3 months, they can actually, feel whatever I'm talking about. If you are a single earner and you don't have the job, at least for 2 to 3 months, every day is going to become as, a pressure builder for you. It becomes as a pressure cooker for you. How you are going to come out of that? And again, since we already built our image, like, we are in, ये बंदा तो US में है, ये तो इतना कमा रहा है, right? This kind of false thing, we already have it. Now, your actual situation is something different. Now, you really can't go back and you really can't be here. At the same time, you have to manage how you are going to do it. I know whoever is actually managing the money, the finances, it's a big, pressure builder. And throughout my, the financial career, I saw this is the point where either people start developing some kind of, the health issues, relationship issues. So many things are going to happen just because of the financial pressure. Because, they really don't know where to vent it out. It happens one or the other way. And sometimes it becomes as more, irrevocable. So then only I started seeing that how we are actually going to stop, or at least we are going to do our own, effort of educating the people about it. So again, coming back here, while working to achieve your dream, you also need to have a way how you're going to protect. It is much more relevant even to the current generations also who are joining here, who are here. They're actually, doing their own, building their lives. Like, like my daughter, she's 25, she's working. But when I actually see her overall finances, I really see that it is the same mistake what I used to do it. She's also doing the same thing. Then need to sit with her and say that this is what you need to do it. I know, with the kids, it is a little bit of challenging. At the same time, they're also ready to listen also, because one of the good things we did as a parents is at least we gave them enough things. I'm here. They have some kind of respect back to us. So you always can go and talk with them. So again, the same thing. If you are working for your dream, you also make sure how you are going to protect your dream. If something happens, how it is actually is protected. Okay. I tell you, going to this root, identify the root of the problem. What exactly happens? Okay. So this is the same mistake. Actually, most of the people who actually came to US from during this 2010 and onwards, they have a little bit of habit of spending all the money and living only on EMIs. Okay. That kind of culture, which fortunately the people who are here for more than 20-25 years here, we didn't have that one. But unfortunately, if you also have it. Okay. So when we actually went to a little bit of deeper, what we really started seeing is the first thing what need to be done to protect your wealth and build the wealth is the discipline. If you have a proper discipline, that actually is going to make you position you very well, even for the future, that you are going to create a lot of wealth. The second one is the bucket planning. The bucket planning means identify your own responsibilities, which I'm going to go into the next slide soon. How to define your own responsibilities. And once you define the responsibilities, have a separate plans for each. Don't mix and match in everything. It is not like a khichdi where you are going to have only one account and from that account only you are going to serve it. That may not work all the time. And that actually becomes more and more risk prone. So identifying the different things and make sure that you have a separate things, it is going to work very well. And the last but not the least It is care. You are investing one time, it doesn't mean that you don't need to keep looking into it. At least once in a year, just like your health checkup, you also create something called as a financial health checkup for yourself. Sit with your family. This is another thing which I wanted to tell. Most of the times what happens is we think that okay, somebody is taking care of the finances, so I don't need to be worried about it. If anyone is thinking about that one, please update. We are into a different country, number one. And number two, we are under different time also. Gone those days where, only one person used to work and other person used to take care of the home. Now both are working, both are financially independent. But unfortunately, still I see finance is being done only by one. Most of the time it is men, sometimes it is women. But in both the cases I saw, both have that much of, they don't have the complete, the understanding the overall thing. So at least once in a year, make sure you put all the things together and just go through. It actually becomes a healthy practice of going through where exactly we are looking. Then actually it is going to give you a clear idea how much you need to spend and what, which I'm going to cover quickly. Okay. First thing is, if anyone who did not do any financial planning or they have a little bit of idea, I'm just giving a very simple way. This is what is our the bigger picture of the life. We are here at the same time. After some time, we have the marriage, kids. Okay, understand. It could be you. It could be your kids, because I see most of the people who have the kids who are also right now they are into they started their own lives. So probably either you are here or your kids are here, or you are here or your kids are here in this whole path somewhere. So, identifying the responsibilities, like, if they have the kids, immediately want to make sure their education and their marriages, okay, are actually taken care. At the same time, definitely our retirement is entirely on us. Nobody is going to take care of that. And when it is coming to the retirement, definitely you need to think about these three phases of the retirement: go years, slow go years, and no go years. And please understand, these are natural things. This is not something which actually, somebody is trying to push it on you. It is naturally, we are aging. Let's age gracefully. When we are aging gracefully, we need to make sure we have enough so that we can take care of it if something happens. Because unfortunately, if you see, many people who are actually in the 70s or at the time, if any emergency comes and they have to need some kind of care, long-term care, what's the way out? Did you save that much of any money which actually is going to take? Because I'm telling you, fortunately, or from the other side, I said unfortunately, being in this profession, we observe so many families, people who have good amount of money, millions of money, just because of they went into some issues, and after that one, what happens is everything becomes topsy turvy. Until they are working, they are actually everything is going good. But if one or two things actually match, and we really think that no, it's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen to me. How can we say that? So, being prepared is nothing wrong. You always need to be prepared. So that's why I give one of the examples to everyone. Everyone thinks that yes, we are here, our kids are here, they are going to the school here, and they will have their college in USA, right? How many of you think that? Everyone, right? And that is where most of the people think, okay, putting into the 5 to 9 plan is the best way, because that's why the moment I really Google it, that's what it really tells. What is the best plan? Put into the 5 to 9 plan, right? My daughter in 11th grade, she told she want to do something on the animation side. Animation. She is really want to do the degree in animation. We started looking for that good, the colleges and everything. By the time we really found the best colleges are in Australia, not here. Then what to do now? Can we say that no, since we put money into the finance plan, you have to do everything here? Can you do that thing as a parent? Uh-uh. I don't think anyone will dare to do that, right? We'll say that, हाँ बेटा, जाओ, हम कुछ ना कुछ तो करेंगे ही, है ना? That's what we really do. Typical Indian parents, right? That's what we do. So anyway, in my case, I didn't put the money into Fight Nine, but it happened. But if you are thinking corner cases won't exist, please think twice. We are not saying that it is going to happen, but you have to be prepared and you have to make sure if something happens, you are prepared so that your actually dream is not going to collapse because of that. Because I know some of the very wealthy families who, when they actually everything was going fine, everything is good, but few things happened there. All of a sudden, the lifestyle just dropped. Okay, it could be saved actually, but what happens is when the जब तरक्की होती है ना, जब when everything is going on, all of a sudden somehow we really become blind. That's the only thing we need to get it out of it. So if you are into the retirement stage of it, please make sure you're not just only having resources, but you're actually converting into a reliable income streams, just like the pensions. And definitely long-term care need to be done. And you also need to have a clear plan how you are going to do the legacy transfer. Okay. All these things and the tax savings, even right now and later, whoever is actually paying more than 50 or $60,000 in the federal taxes, we help the people and how to actually you can reduce it almost to zero. There are legal ways, but only thing is you need to know and you need to make the plans for that one. So understand the bigger picture of the life first, then make sure in each thing you have a separate category. How you are going to have this separate category? Just a simple rule. This is a simple rule which we actually, after working with so many people, so many, the clients and families, finally we really came up to this 30, 30, 20, 20. That's the rule. What exactly it does is 30% of your base. Base means what is the monthly money which is coming to your paycheck into the bank for both of you. It's not only one. As a family, I'm talking. Plus, what are the money you are actually contributing towards your retirement. In that one, 30% you keep it on the account number one, which is towards your housing or for the mortgage or for any real estate. For example, if you are renting right now, 30% is more, keep the money in that, because maybe after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you are going to use that money to buy a house. That is the plan you need to have it. Second one, if you are having more homes right now and you are actually spending more than 30% of your income towards that means what? You're actually going little over the board. So make sure it is not happening. The second one is lifestyle. 30% of your money is entitled for the lifestyle. And I know I see a lot of women here. Okay. All the women, what exactly you really want? Let me ask all the men actually. पैसा दो और पूछो मत. Am I right? How many of you agree with that? Just give me the money and don't ask any question. हाँ अपर्णा जी?
Yes.
That's it. That's what everybody wants, because I know we are from both different planets. Okay, that's why we think differently. But how to make the balance here? That's what we really came up this thing. I'm telling you, it saved me. From that time onwards, I really see that I don't have. We have lot more things to discuss than क्यों खर्चा किया इसमें. Why these new things came from the Amazon? Why did you buy the new dress? Why we are going to this restaurant? Why this party? All those things wo but khatam, because 30% of whatever it is there kept into account number two. I gave it to my wife saying that now it is yours. Whether you are going to run like all of your daily living enjoyment, your utilities, okay, anything which actually is repeatable, which is actually coming every day, and your car insurance and everything will go only that 30%. अगर उसमें पैसे है, if there is money, then we are going to eat and we are going to enjoy. If there is no money, चलो उपवास रखते हैं, हो गया, right ना? So if you do that one, that actually is going to balance. And I'm telling you, 30% is good enough for you to enjoy, for sure. Go back and do the math. Then the 20% has to go towards the retirement, because you are going to thank your younger self when you are going to retire if you start doing this one. Okay. And people who are, something about, I didn't tell something that in 2008, I declared myself as retired. I closed all of my accounts, went back to India. Okay. And that actually gave me a clear idea what are the plus minus I'm doing it with my finances. Until that thing, I was thinking that, no, I don't need anybody actually to tell me about the finances because I know everything. Okay. Smart हूँ, शाना हूँ मैं, बस I can do anything. I don't need anybody to tell anything about me, about the money. But when the rubber meets the road, after 3 4 years only I started seeing how many gaps were there which I didn't even know about it. That actually pushed me. And not only that, even my parents, the pension plans, after seeing that one, then I realized, yes, this is something which is really very missing it. So how you are going to cover that one? Your 20%. 20% should go towards the retirement for sure. If you are not doing it, I'm telling you, definitely there is something which is going to happen in the future. So don't do that. Then the next is 20%. In this 20%, if you have kids, save something for this kid education and something for the emergencies, and rest you actually can do for any kind of high risk investments. Okay. These days, because the market is up and all the stuff, you might have seen lots of, the Ponzi schemes coming up because that is natural. Whenever something is going up, people wanted to see that, okay, I don't know how many of you might have heard about or, got this SMSs or, the WhatsApp messages that, hey, we are helping the people with, every day 5%, in the stocks. Okay, everything is free. Please come and join us, and we are actually going to guide you how to do it. Second one is there are lots of other schemes which actually come as we are actually investing into the bitcoins or or any cryptocurrencies. Come back, put the money here so that you can get the money back. And for a few months they may work, but all of a sudden what happens? People who are handling, they have their own intentions. They know when to stop, when to actually pull the trigger, pull the the plug. And it is not something which I'm talking as fictitious. This actually is happening all the time. Maybe in the last 10 years, you really go back and check how many schemes, scams people actually fall prey. And still people actually falling, prey for that. How to stop that one? I'm telling you, there is nothing wrong going with any kind of high risk investments or high risk things. But you should know how much you need to put into that. Most of the people, they think that, okay, since there is a high, this one is there, let me just pull out all of my money from my 401k, my this one, because this guy told, and for the first 2 3 months, they said, okay, it is going to go for 10%, and actually it gave me 10%. Now is the best time. I need to put all of my retirement money and the other savings and everything together. I'm not telling, lies, I'm telling you. Okay, because in the finances, trust is the main thing. I've because some of my clients actually did that. Then they really came back and said that. Then said, what to do? They pulled all the money from the 401k, this one and everything, because systematically those people will do that. But when you know how much is your limit, I'm saying even I did it. I'm openly admitting that one. I also did it. But I know what is my limit there. What is your limit? In this 20%, after taking care of your emergency funds, education, your general travels, what the जो बचता है ना, whatever it is actually remain, that is your capacity to go and do any kind of high risks. Okay, high risks also will come in the other way. I tell you, for example, tomorrow, let's say tomorrow, Tesla falls down to $50. Let me ask, how many of you are going to invest? Let's say tomorrow, Tesla fell to $50. How many of you are going to jump on it and how much money you are going to put on it? Anyone? You can unmute and talk.
Yeah,
Yes, I
How
will do
much?
it.
But how much?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe like yeah, mostly less than 100
50,000,
chance.
50,000,
No,
100,000.
uh,
This is it.
not less than not 50,000 also.
Okay, then that's good. But people will jump on it with 50s, 100s, and more than that. Do you agree? Because they say that, wow, it's a steal. Tesla coming to $50, we haven't seen. Let's say that, Google actually coming back to their original price of, $80. When actually, I know when it started with $80, I was seeing it. I said that this is insane. I am not going to buy that. I missed it. Okay. But at the same time, if I really go and do that one, why I'm telling? Because understand, same thing happened with Enron. Same thing happened with WorldCom. There are so many companies which we actually can tell you that one. But you need to know how much you need to invest, how much you need to actually you can, gamble with. If you have that much of limit, that's why I say that discipline. This actually gives you that kind of discipline for you so that you can know exactly how much to keep it, how much you actually can save it with you, what are the different ways you need to invest. Okay. Now let's go to this. The ways to win the game is always in two different ways. You need to have an offensive strategy and a defensive strategy. Always you need to have how to grow and build your wealth. At the same time, you should know all the guardrails, how you're actually going to protect in case something happens. Most of the times we really think about only about the investment side of it, but think the life in a bigger picture. Life in a bigger picture is much more big, where you need to see all the different parts of the life and see that, okay, if something happens, how I'm going to do this one. Okay, all those things you need to take care of it. If you do that one, your chance of becoming wealthy or keeping everything with you is extremely high. Otherwise, you're just only going just based on your luck. Okay, being coming into this country and being a highly educated people, I think we need to be a little bit wiser. Okay, don't think that what is that the those things which are actually happening in the WhatsApp groups, like the GoFundMe and all the stuff. Okay, they're not happening. They're happening for a reason. They're happening for a reason of ignoring their personal finances, ignoring their personal financial strategies. At least let's not do it. At the same time, let's educate people not to do that. Okay. Next, whoever actually in the retirement or about to retire, I'm just giving a 10 retirement mistakes people do. Okay. The biggest thing is impact of inflation. Okay. Don't underestimate inflation. Don't go with what other people actually say. Oh, it's inflation is only 2%, 3%. No. Just go back and check how much you used to pay in the restaurant 2 years back and today. Is there any difference? That difference is because of the inflation. That's how. And almost 50% people actually make the miscalculate about the inflation. That is why the retirement calculations are going to be entirely different. They think that, okay, this is good. No, it is not. Okay. And why people, most of the people actually skip the financial planning. These are the three top reasons. The first thing, by seeing the numbers, we get overwhelmed. Said, oh my God, I require at least $6 million at the time of retirement. Now I have only just $200,000 in my retirement account. When I'm going to do it? Believe me, I was that kind of person before coming into this profession. How it is going to happen, I really don't know. So please, maybe this is not the right number. Show me the list numbers, because where I really wanted to feel that I'm really good with it. Second one is distrust and the data privacy concerns, because most of the people, we really want to be very private. We don't want to reveal any of our data to anybody. Even if we want to reveal, we really want to reveal only this much. That's okay. But whenever you have somebody who's more trustworthy, and they, that the data is completely private, go take the help of them. The last one, salesy pitches, because the moment you really talk something about it, there are so many salespeople out there. Okay, I also used to work like that, but only thing is we just change the whole thing so that no sales thing at all. It has to be service oriented. It has to be completely value addition. If you're not able to do it, you're not. Okay. People who are from many different the places which actually they come in the form of service, but end actually you may not. So it's always better to have at least two people whom you actually think that, yes, I can trust these two people. Let me actually have both of them as my financial advisors. That's always better. Because even for the doctors also, we do the same thing, right? We go with one, we take the second opinion. There's nothing wrong in it. Okay. So, but at the same time, please, the why people actually skip all these things, because of all these things, all these three things, where we actually reduce it completely. What are the solutions for you? There are two things. This is my book, which I said I I wrote this only to help the people who actually were not ready to listen to me, because I see this where exactly they're going. But finally, I had to just only wait and watch how actually the things are moving. I couldn't do anything because that's what it is. So finally, I decided, no, I'm going to do something about this. Let me just put all of my knowledge and the methods and everything, how to grow from paycheck to prosperity, and published in the Amazon. It is in the Amazon right now. The second one, still, that is still it is a self-help. Then the second one, we also started seeing there are so many different applications available, but at the same time, most of the applications, what they do is they really take your data, they sell the data. And you also don't know how much of, the data is completely secure. Is it, and that too in these days, how much of data is actually given to the AI tools. The moment you really give it to the AI tools, again, you really don't know which kind of world it is actually going. So by seeing all these things, we closed all the gaps and developed this web application. It is not an app in the phone, it is a web application. Okay. Again, we don't want to keep anything in the phones. This is a web application where your data is safe, and I'll tell you a few things. This tool, actually, all the data which is there with this is completely secure. Like, you can, there are two different ways. Number one, you can actually go and create your own login, and whatever the data you are going, only you can see, nobody else can see it. And at the end, there is a way how you actually can ask the what's it the help of the other people, the professionals. Okay. Now actually I'm going to end with this. There are three different ways. First thing is, read your books, any kind of, all the books are my book, and plan yourself. Second one is, use the tool, because it actually is going to give you within half an hour, you are going to see how actually it is, your situation is there only for you. And whenever you are ready, you can actually opt. You can actually say, okay, let me just, request for the help. Then we are here to help you with it. Or I'll show you in few minutes how actually you can see that one also. Or, then later immediately you can actually consult when it is required. Okay. So how it actually is going to look like is this is how it is actually going to look like. So either you can go to the strategist portfolio and find your strategist. whoever is actually there. So you can search for me. And you can see all about myself and everything, whatever it is there for me, about me. And you can actually request for the client, the access. This actually gives you, I can actually give you a free access to it. Otherwise, if you think that no, actually let me do it myself before even going further, you actually can start with this. And you can actually start with yes, 199 per month for the first month, and you can go like that. Okay. So, and again, I'm saying, please read all this privacy information. Here we made it, we spent a very good amount of time and resources to make sure your data is completely safe and secure. So you can actually read all these things when you feel that it is good. This is actually, we did it only for those people who are really want to do it. Okay. And at the end, let me just tell you one thing. Whoever completes your complete analysis and let me know, I can send the audiobook of my audiobook for free to you. Okay. It's, but only thing is, it's only for the people who are really sincerely want to do it. This is the thing which I am going to do it for you. Okay. So with this, actually, I open for any question and answers. Back to you, Chaiji.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Anandji. That was really very informational, and especially the app and the security features that you mentioned in the app. Most of us are very scared actually when it comes to our finance or the privacy and all that data and everything. So that's a very important to take care of it. And thank you for explaining that as well, how you handle that in your app. So if anybody will open up for the question and answer. Before that, since everybody is here, I would like to share something about our SuRatna organization. Just let me just share a couple of flyers, and I will just take a 1 minute, and then we'll take actually all the question and answer. Okay. So just right over here. Okay. You guys see my screen? It's a very small flyer, basically. So not so long ago means like last week on the June 6th, all of us
It is
know.
not visible.
You can see everything blank.
Oh, you can see everything blank. Okay, let me stop sharing. Probably it's not coming back. Okay, I can just talk and then we'll share it a little bit later. Actually, it's not coming. I think it's because of
Okay.
the way that flyer is shared. So coming back to my point, on the June 6th, it was Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Rajyabhishek Din. And as most of you know, actually, SuRatna Foundation is creating the awareness about our history, our warriors, and especially Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Jayanti and Rajyabhishek we celebrate. We also do wellness, of course, I mentioned that into the starting, and also the rural education. So on the occasion of the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Rajyabhishek Din, we started the fundraising for rural area education, which is our earlier project was actually few years back. That was we completed the digitalization into the all the classrooms, and our this current project that we launch is actually one of the school which is into the India rural area, which is until the 12th grade, and आसपास के जो villages है, that is the only school where kids can go actually until the 12th grade. Rest of the schools are just till the 4th grade and something. They are in a need of having the permanent roof, and that is our effort actually that we launched to provide them the better roof so the kids can focus on their education and focus on what they are learning into the classroom, etc. So all the information is on our Facebook page and on our WhatsApp groups as well shared. So anybody want to know more about it or like to help out or know either any other ways to help it out, just please reach out to me or Vijay or any of our team members here. So with that, Anandji will open up now for the question and answer for yours. So anybody has any question related to finance, the presentation that we have,